friends, I am so sorry. I just realized that I muted the Firefox tab. Hold up, I want to switch between scenes for just a second. Okay, terribly sorry about that. I just realized that I had the Firefox tab muted, at least on my in-game side. I don't know if it was muted on the intro or not, so if there was no music on the intro, I am terribly sorry about that. That was my bad. I should have double-checked my audio sources in OBS before starting. We're going to be doing some outfitting tonight. I have recently joined the Fuel Rats, so we're going to be outfitting. I currently have a DBX outfitted for it, but it's a small ship. It doesn't have a ton of storage capacity. You know, it's not a great ship for it, so we're going to outfit a Mandalay for it. Hopefully get a little bit more jump range and a little bit more in those optional internal slots, a little bit more cargo and internals and things. So I'm sitting at a go ahead and back out here and just show you. I'm sitting at a stronghold carrier for. Oh, I have a wing request. A friend request. Papa Crispy. Who is Papa Crispy? That may have been a Fuel Rats client. That was a Fuel Rats client, yeah, and I stood down on that one because it was a mission I was not trained for. Let's go ahead and... see here. Sorry, I am not very well put together tonight. And we're trying new music as well, so we will just see how everything goes. Keeping things interesting. Let's see. All right. I think now we should actually be good. I forgot something else. You know what? It'll wait. So my debate was between a Cobra 5 or a... My biggest thing is I want something that's SEO optimized. Let's look at the details on this one. Find that button. Ah. Oh my goodness, so many messages. That is PlayStation. I keep getting noises that sound like DM, but I don't know how to use this IRC client to check for DMs. Okay, so this is the Cobra 5 versus a Mandalay. Looking at optional internals is really the important thing here. Base Snooker, how's it going? Hope your evening's going well. That's that. I think the Mandalay is going to be better for what I want. Go ahead and pick that up. And get this thing outfitted, huh? I think I'm going to leave hardpoints empty for the moment. I'll eventually get some healing beams. But for the moment, regenerative sequence I think is the experimental effect. These are going to be heat sinks. places. And none of those places are my fleet carrier, so... Yeah, those are all gonna be heavier. We'll leave it at the 1C. I think after I engineer it, a D-class power plant will do the trick for me. Definitely want A-class thrusters. A-class R frame shift. Again, D-class life support. Power dis. We can D-class that. D-class sensors. And max size fuel tank. Now, I think I can manage with a class 3. I need to get rid of the other shield generator before I equip a new one. I think I can manage the class 3 shield generator, and I think a 3D. Yeah, 3D will do it. We'll go cargo on the class 6. Fuel tanks in both of the class 4 slots. Oh no, wait. Let's do fuel scoop in the class 6. Because I'm a dum-dum and forgot about that one. And I think we'll do one 16-ton fuel tank, as well as a cargo rack. Sorry, this is new music, so I'm kind of just playing with things a little bit. I'll go ahead of this song. Let's see how this next one is. We'll go ahead and throw a fuel transfer limpet there. 5A. Throw a repair limpet there. 5A. Yeah, that's 4 active limpets. That'll be plenty. And then, honestly, could probably just leave these empty for the moment. I can't think of anything else I'd need. I mean, like, this is what I had in my DBX, except the DBX was, you know, lower levels, lower grades, and I still have leftover just empty stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a DSS on here, because why not? I've never actually read that description. I've not read the description of many of these before. Huh. We're all good there. All good there. No vehicle bays. Good there. Alright. We'll do the little bit of engineering we can from here. Frame shift drive, I'm grade 5 with her, so I can do that from here. Well, first, let's just see. Currently we are at, which is after one upgrade, but we're currently at just under 40 minimum. This ought to get us up about to 60 maybe. And now is the fun part where we try and figure out. I'm gonna need to start a list. So we need, let's see, Strange Wake Solutions. We're gonna need 3 of those. Eccentric hyperspace trajectories. Gonna need 4 of those. Data mined wake exceptions. Gonna need 5 of those. And then it won't let me apply an experimental effect from here. That's what I thought. Power plants I'm not worried about upgrading the sensors, and power plants I'm not yet full rep with Marco Quint, so I'm gonna actually go to his workshop. Eked a couple light years more jump range. It's a little less than I was expecting, but you know, not the end of the world. This stam. Those are my fleet carriers. I need Sirius.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
I'm used to my bubble bus Mandalay that has full thruster engineering. We'll get there though. That's what we're doing tonight. So
Frameshift drive charging.
I do apologize. Hey Twinkie, how's it going? I'm doing a lot on my third monitor here, and I pretty much am going to be all day. Just trying to. Where's that? Okay, makes sense. Odd. Okay, well. Oh! Thanks, Twinkie, for that. Really needed a kick in the pants. Which made my evening so much better. Thank you. To make sure, I know I've already honked this system, but I doing too much here. that 2, that 2, and that 1. Fuel transfer limits are gonna be 1. Nope. I hit the 2 button instead of just checking that my heart still works. Well, I am sitting here and talking, so as far as I know, it is still beating. Alright, Marco. I don't actually need much from Marco here. My biggest thing is just... You know what would have been really smart? Actually checking my pen blueprint with him before coming here so I knew what I needed. And then I could go get the things that I needed. But that would probably be too smart. So we're just gonna land here. Actually, never mind. No, we're not. I just remembered something. Patterson Enterprise has a materials trader. Trade some of the materials I need for other stuff. So we're gonna go do that. Oh, too fast. Too fast. Oh, maybe not too fast. Oh. No friends online. That tracks. What do we got going on here? Oh. Just NPCs. Why? Got a Discord notification sound. I should not be getting Discord notification sounds. Why am I getting Discord notification sounds? Ooh. I forgot I'm in open. How about we sit down on the planet before looking over on our other screen, huh? Assuming I can manage to not get yoinked out of witch space here. No. Hey man, I have nothing. I'm just trying to do some engineering here. It is a player. Holy freaking crap. That was like 100% shields, 100% hull. Boom, you're dead. Who the frick just sits with a interdictor on top of a... Like, I had nothing. I literally had nothing except for a little bit of data. A couple 100,000 credits. Spend 2 million to redeploy. Asshat. I genuinely, like, if you're doing, like, combat stuff... Oh, I'm at Patterson Enterprise. Cool. Oh, wait. I'm not even... I wasn't even going to the engineer. I was going to a random station. Whatever. It is what it is. Did he say anything? He didn't say anything.
Ship is disengaged from landing pad. Take care when leaving station. Docking request approved.
Docking
Talk
here.
crew to report to the landing pad 30.
No players on the radar. Pad 30. Oh right, from a medium ship now. Been flying around in my DBX so much I'm not used to it.
500 meters from touchdown. Attention, Commander. You have not deployed landing gear.
I knew you'd get there eventually.
Transit completed.
Got
Deactivating
our list of what we need over here.
Enjoy your stay at our facility, Commander.
Material trader, there we go. Get our encoded materials here, which is going to be Strangwick Solutions. Oh, this is manufactured. Never mind. Well, you know, there may be some manufactured materials I need. Yeah. Going to need heat, conduction wiring. I don't know how much we're gonna need because I'm not grade 5 with him, so I don't know how long that's gonna take. You know, I did go to mute my Discord and then I got distracted. I'm way too ADHD for my own good. Inductive components. Wait, I don't even need to engineer my power plant, do I? Yeah, no, I've got plenty of power plant availability. Alright, so don't need to worry about that then. So next thing we're engineering then is thrusters, which is going to be an engineer I haven't fully unlocked yet. Heratani can do thrusters. Oh wait, no. Felicity Farseer can do thrusters. But she only does thrusters to grade 3, and I want grade 5 engineered thrusters. So let's just see. Mel Brandon does them, but he's in Colonia, which is roughly 20,000 light years away, and not a trip I'm interested in taking. Chloe Sadesi. I need to get 5,000 light years away. Anyone else do it? Professor. He's the same requirement. Alrighty, well, let's get... Because there's two routes I can go with this. I can force y'all to watch me jump like 100 times out and 100 times back. Or we go do some community goal. Let's go do some community goal instead. Let's just do that. Oh, excuse me.
Docking coupler disengaged. Depart safely from the station.
Frameshift drive charging.
We'll have to jump first, and then we'll go ahead and plot to whatever system my fleet carrier's in. Yeah, that one right there. Verity. Can be 2 jumps. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Tell you what though, I love that. Ow. Well, isn't this just lovely? So I'm gonna let me go directly to Murty. Because it's
Frameshift drive charging.
so to jump up, replot our route, then we can jump out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Replot to Murty.
Frameshift drive charging.
Do that. Got good heat management on this thing. I was expecting to have to pop a heat sink there, but it actually managed it pretty well.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
No, I'm gonna overshoot. I was gonna say not too shabby, but I jumped the gun a little bit, I think. You up to anything fun tonight, Twinkie? Drop in. Or 7,500 meters. Flying landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
I probably deployed that a touch early, but you know, whatever.
Scan detected.
Alright. Refuel and repair. Let's go ahead and switch to just chilling and playing Minecraft. There you go. Sounds like a great evening. Switch Type 9. And you know what? We're gonna switch. We're doing the community goal. I don't particularly feel like getting popped again. The story has started requiring advanced materials from the tech mods, so I have to make the thing to make the thing to make the thing. Yep. The tech, yeah, a lot of those tech mods are just like, oh, you only need this one component, but to get that one component, you have to go into the nether and, like, run 1,000 blocks away to get this one very specific material, and you have to craft that into one thing, and you have to gather a whole bunch of stuff to craft that thing into more things, and, you know, 6 hours later, the tech mod's like, oh, great job. I didn't get any freaking cargo. Just gonna let Autodoc do its job here. I'm not particularly interested in dealing with this.
Landing gear deployed.
I was gonna do the Jeopardy theme, but hey, I think that might be a copyright issue, and it'd probably be fine. But more accurately, or more to the point, I can't sing and listen to other music at the same time. Speaking of, we'll get some cargo moved here very briefly. Just need to do a couple things here. I really like Elite Dangerous, but so much of it is like third-party apps and just like I'm doing stuff on my other windows, and so I'm either not looking at chat or not playing the game, and I feel bad sometimes when I'm streaming it because like I don't know how to keep it engaging. And I suppose it'll probably come with practice, you know, keeping it engaging and also just learning to kind of manage all of those things in a way that doesn't interfere with stream, but I'm not quite there yet, so one of these days maybe. But up. Alright, actually I don't need this menu, I thought I just refilled you. Whatever. I need this menu. Semiconductors is what I need. Let's see, that's going to be 5200 some divided by 756. It's going to be 6 trips, I think. I think it'll be 6 trips total. Maybe 5. No, I think 6. We'll find out.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
This is trip number 1. Going up here to Winiyama. Of course it's obstructed. That is remarkably frustrating. That's actually going to make this whole thing take a whole lot longer. Well, is what it is, I suppose. I don't think it was obstructed when I first moved my fleet carrier here, so that's what I get for leaving it and letting it rot here for a while.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And go ahead and get replotted to Winayama.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond
SCO boost out from behind this planet. There we
Frameshift
go.
drive charging.
I don't know how I ended up in combat mode in a ship that has absolutely no hard points, but
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
let's see. Where actually are we even going here? Bowersox Port. Is it a new baseball team?
Warning.
Got the Red Sox, got the White Sox, now the Bower Sox. They're nice and slow coming in here. No need to loop it. Holy cow. The Dolphin, which is, I believe, the largest ship in the game at the moment, is apparently the length of a 737-800, which is like, I don't know if you've ever seen people like standing next to commercial airliners. They're freaking huge. And a 737 isn't the biggest airliner, but it is still freaking huge. Bring it in nice and clean here, hopefully. Don't believe there's anybody else in this PGS. There we go. Servers were not happy there for a second. But of course, it's really dangerous servers. What else do you expect? Let AutoDock do its thing here.
02. Initiating auto-docking sequence.
might see some repeat songs, but it's a combination of the playlist we just went through and a different one. Hopefully, over time, I'll be able to build up a decent-sized playlist. Actually have something that's somewhat reasonable. I've got a buddy that writes music, and he's given me access to a bunch of his stuff and permission to play it on stream.
Ground crew dispatched.
I just need to figure out how I'm gonna do that. Edmund Mahone, Kato Kane. I believe Edmund Mahone has got a little more value from what I remember, so sign me up for that. I should have actually read that. By delivering semiconductors or devote excellence credible, you must choose a side, may only sign up to one initiative at a time. So if I go in here, commodities market, sell, filter to present in cargo, semiconductors. Hell yeah. That, I think, that didn't just fully pay for my Mandalay, but another trip I think is going to. Hell yeah. Let's head back to Merity. I'm actually gonna go ahead and plot to the Barrel Rider. Since I've got auto launch to do this job for me. That is actually something really nice about running auto launch, is it gives me time to kind of plot my super cruise and everything. Downside of autodock. Sometimes this happens. Here we go. Type 9 there. Got a cool green paint job. Might have to get myself one of those. Unfortunately, don't have a paint job on this one. That fills the screen quite a bit. Holy cow. Let's get out of Maslon, shall we? Checking. They've got 2 rats on that mission. You'll be fine. That's the unfortunate thing about doing the community goals. I'm not already in my rat ship, so if I want to run a mission, I would have to... Oh, I don't have a fuel scoop on this, that's right. I would have to, like, basically be sitting at my fleet carrier when the call goes out. Overshot that one big time. take her for a loop of shame.
Heat sink deployed.
This thing is so freaking slow to turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me? Thank you. That was odd. There she is in all her glory.
Welcome, Commander. This carrier is currently accessing docking request.
Under 7.5.
Docking request accepted.
Get our docking permission and let Autodock do the rest.
Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Transfer more semiconductors.
Docking confirmed. Ship has
So do trip number 2.
has docked, Commander.
I hate how long this takes.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship has departed. Ship departure confirmed.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Go on down here. Head back over here. Go ahead and plot all the way. That's what I'm talking about. Released a touch too early there, and by a touch too early, I mean like I should have gone for another second or two, but it is what it is. Too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast! No! Loop of shame. Not quite a full loop though, thankfully. Just about though. On the bright side, this should take us in facing directly towards the mail slot if I can actually get turned around. Maybe it won't take us in facing directly towards the mail slot. It would have if I were better at managing my loop of shame. But you know, it is what it is. I am, I think, at the hour and a half mark. I'm going to take a break just to throw some things together and take her, just take a break, use the restroom, all that fun stuff. Just as a heads up, so we'll run ads here in about 30 minutes and take a break. I really need to get a schedule going, but I don't play many games that are conducive to scheduled ads, unfortunately. It lasts a little bit. There we go. Drop in. Boost in real quick.
Papa, you
There's
support
7.5.
comply with StarCom protocols when attempting
we
to
go.
dock at this facility. Approval
And
granted.
now we
Major
sit
West
here
landing
and
pad
wait.
09er. Initiating auto-docking sequence.
Not what I needed. There we go.
Heading confirmed. Ground crew dispatched.
Right. Commodities market. Sell semiconductors. Sell all of it. There's another 45 million. That's just about a million done in 2 trips.
Landing coupler deactivated. Exit is clear.
Huh. Alright. Go ahead and plot. I should have been doing that during my... but whatever. During my auto launch, that thing. English is, it's a language that I can sometimes maybe possibly speak.
Frameshift drive charging.
Your way is clear. Starcom wishes you a good journey.
Align with ship trajectory. What do you mean? There we go. Thank you. Let her get a little too hot there. Oh well. How fast would Sea of Thieves die if they made you buy a new ship every time you sunk? Incredibly fast. Although, to be fair, Elite Dangerous doesn't make you buy a new ship every time you die. You just have to have a rebuy, which is like a certain amount. So, like this ship probably cost me outfitting everything 75 million, and it's only 8 million to buy back. There's actually somewhere here. There's a thing that says that. I saw that. Oh yeah. Ship insurance is 95%, so I only have to pay 5% of my rebuy of what the ship is worth. I only have to pay 5% of that for a rebuy. So, yeah, no, if they made you do that in Sea of Thieves, it would die so quickly. Or more likely, people would just sail on like charter ships. They wouldn't sail captain ships. But would be interesting just to kind of see what kind of dynamics play out from that. Because you would definitely get some captains who become a little more cautious with their ships. I tend to be very gung-ho when I'm playing Sea of Thieves. And I would certainly start to be a little more cautious if it made me rebuy my ship. Even though I can definitely afford it. I can probably afford my entire fleet of ships twice over. And I have a lot of ships. Freaking gravity well. There we go. You. I should drop throttle. Let auto dock take over. There we go.
Request accepted.
Now I just have to trust it to not smack me into anything.
Landing gear deployed.
No, slowly but surely. Try this. Holy cow, mecha. Okay.
Docking accomplished. Engine shutting down. Hello, Commander.
Grab
We attend to you.
semiconductors.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship has
That
departed.
off.
The launch underway.
Frameshift drive charging.
Goodbye, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright. We're in Super Cruise. Get plotted back to Power Socks. Boom.
Warning.
Quick little tap of SCO. Not quite quick enough, unfortunately.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. Spin around for a bit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Interesting. I don't need to keep honking the system. Honked it once, that's enough.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Just tap it, I guess. Let's not loop a shame this time. Drop that down to half throttle. Let it decelerate on its own. I'm really looking forward to when the Panther Clipper comes out, because I enjoy hauling, and I enjoy trade, But I absolutely cannot do, like... I can't just sit here and haul back and forth for hours. I've got to change it up, otherwise I just go crazy. And so the Panther Clipper will make it easy. It's like, you sit down for an hour, do as much trading as you can for an hour in a Type 9 with your 749 capacity. It's gonna suck, but you'll get a decent amount done. But they have the Panther Clipper, you sit down on a Panther Clipper and go for an hour, you get twice as much done with a 1500 cargo capacity, like literally doubles what you can get done. Almost. In the same amount of time. So it's gonna make, I guess, like, just short hauling stints a lot more viable, which I look forward to.
Take out Papa Alpha. Uniform, please request permission from StarCon before attempting to dock at this station.
On the side.
Landing authorized. Head directly
Throttle.
to docking bay 2-4.
And now it's all about
Initiating
hands.
auto-docking sequence.
We've survived the mail slot yet again.
Landing gear deployed.
I feel like there are better ways to do that than just spinning in a circle right in front of the mail slot, but whatever.
Landing confirmed.
Let's see, so if we make 45 million per trip and we make 6 trips, what is that? I cannot math. $270 million, not too bad. Send it a healthy 2.3 million, which I actually... Oh? Motion to Tycoon.
Disengaged. You may leave when ready.
Heck yeah. I doubt we're gonna make it to Elite tonight only off of these, but you never know. I have no idea what the progression on that looks like. I do also need to get back on that Corvette grind. What are we doing? I need to get back on that Corvette grind, so we may do some federal bounty missions tonight. And yet again, I forgot to pre-plot my route. Oh well.
Frameshift drive charging.
Excuse me? That was odd. Guess where I turned, I popped out of mass locked and then back into it for a minute? Interesting. There we go. Thank you. Oh, that's funny. I've parked my ship in Nikaido Kane space and supporting this other person at the CG. Just now noticed that. Well, sucks to suck, Nikaido Kane. The other person's paying more. And neither of you are Jerome Archer, so I don't particularly care.
Warning, braking time operating full safety limits.
Go ahead and pop a heatsink early there. Might overshot? Maybe not. I did. No, I didn't. Every single time I Super Cruise Overdrive, it's like, oh, I overshot. No, I didn't. Wait, no, I did? Wait, no, I didn't. Never quite sure. But I do know, every single time, either I did overshoot or I didn't. I know it's one of those two, so you know what? It's a 50-50. Like, maybe I should just pick one and stick to it. Rather than waffling back and forth, excuse me. This planet keeps getting in the way. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Well, right side I'm slow enough to still drop out without overshooting. Wheel.
I hope you are in good health.
We'll pick up cargo here, hop back on over to Bowerstocks, and then we'll pause there for a while to do ads and break. I should go ahead and request landing, huh?
Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated path, Commander. Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Every time I go straight to carrier services.
Ship has docked,
I
Commander.
need carrier services. I need inventory transfer. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's only 9:30 and I'm already like dragging. I have had a couple early mornings recently though, so it kind of makes sense. Today and yesterday included. And 7:36.
Cargo
Transfer.
at maximum capacity.
Auto launch.
Landing gear retracted.
Get up a little bit and boost out.
Departure confirmed.
out of match lock, get our frame shift.
2, 1, engage. Warning, frameshift drive
See, and this is part of the problem with hauling, is I don't love streaming it either, because it's the same thing over and over. It's the same reason I don't like just doing it in general, is it gets very tedious. Which, eventually I'm gonna have to do some more,
Frameshift drive charging.
more colonization stuff. My roommate is making popcorn and I just got like, my door is closed, but I just got like slapped with the smell of buttery popcorn and it's kind of heavenly. Curved around the star here a little bit. Go ahead and hit a heatsink because I'm gonna need it. That one I still quit a little bit too early.
Heatsink deployed.
Oh. Is this actually on shuffle play? I swear I did. I put it on. Yeah, I suppose so. The ceremony will be starting soon. Wedding barge. That's a new one. Not seen that. They did add some new NPC messages recently, which I very much appreciate. But, just remember, this liner is in the top 1% of all liners out there.
Greetings, Commander. Please take care when entering this Alliance facility.
Surprised I don't have one of those in my local message history.
Approval granted. Proceed to landing pad 2-4.
Smack that on
Initiating
there.
auto-docking sequence.
Alright, we're getting real close to a minute 30 or an hour 30, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do my break now. Please go get up, get a drink, stretch a little bit, walk around some, get some blood moving, whatever you need to do. We're gonna run some ads here, and we'll be back in probably a little over 5 minutes, but be back.
Confirmed. That restraints engaged.
before me. Yeah, Type 10 is just a little bit bigger than we are. So ripping past some smaller ships here. I think that might have been an Asp? Maybe a
You are all clear. Good luck,
Python?
Commander.
Frameshift drive
I'm used
charged.
to I'm used to seeing all of these other ships from a small ship, and it's kind of crazy how much the perspective changes when you switch to a big old brick like the Type 9 here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning.
Here we go.
Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage.
I way undershot that one. Panicked a little bit at the heat damage. I could have just popped a heat sink, but that would have been too easy. Would have been too smart. You think I'm smart? That's funny. Let's switch that to primary fire instead of secondary. It's not like there's anything else I'm using fire groups for on this ship. I think the planet is actually in between me and it now. Last time it wasn't. This time it is. So I can just full throttle straight there and be fine. Hopefully. If not, we're gonna find out. Five, 4, 3, 2. There we go. See, we were fine to full throttle all the way through.
Welcome, Commander. Docking permission will be granted following the successful eligibility check.
There's 7.5.
Docking request accepted.
It's all auto dock now.
Assigned to you, Commander.
I think that was what? That was our 4th trip, I believe? I'm surprised I haven't seen more NPCs landing on the barrel rider here. Wonder if we might see more if we went and sat on the command deck. Speaking of, could I?
Docking confirmed. Engines shutting down. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
I can look inside the command deck. That's kind of wild. I wonder if somebody were in the same instance and walked in there. Could I see that? That's wild. This will be trip 5. It will be 7 trips. I was right when with my first gut instinct. Two more trips.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Disengaged. Move clear of the landing pad.
Ah! She got jump scared by that. All right, let's jump out. I turned my ship lights on and the whatever you want to call that blast shield, whatever it was, peekaboo. Thought I was gonna smack into it a little more solidly than I did, but it still took out like half my shields.
Warning. Freight drive operating beyond safety limits. Freight
There we go. I tell you what, switching my D scanner to primary trigger rather than secondary did actually work because I just had my finger on my secondary fire trying to honk the system when I really didn't need to honk the system. I was just doing it out of habit. So switching it works. Now I'm just hitting my secondary fire for no good reason. Every time as I'm charging Super Cruise, as I'm charging a jump, as I'm coming out of a jump. Ooh. A little later than I meant to, but we still did alright. The music in this game is just so insane, and I don't play with it on nearly often enough. Because very often I'm watching something or I'm doing something else while I do this. I need to have the music turned on more often. Because this is freaking cool. Oh.
Recon Papa Alpha Uniform. Greetings, Commander. Please take care when entering this Alliance facility. Request approved. You are cleared on pad 4-0. Initiating auto-docking sequence.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing confirmed. Pad restraints engaged.
So, boom.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship coupling disengaged. Your way is cleared.
Here we go. Try not to smack myself into the station as we go by here. Because I have done that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Clear of the station. Starcom wishes you a good journey.
Well, thank you.
4, 3,
See ya.
warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage.
Overshot it. Way overshot it. Absolutely no doubt in my mind that time. Whoops.
Heat sink deployed.
throttle, because why not? I always find it interesting.
Adherence to the speed limit is a
Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense with glide and all of that, but
docking request accepted.
always
Assigned to you, Commander.
10,000 meters from a station, fleet carrier, whatever it is, it's always 10,000 meters.
Landing gear deployed.
Friggin' love the Blue Danube as you're landing.
Docking accomplished. Ship
There you
has
go.
docked. Hello,
Touchdown.
Commander. How may we assist you?
Hey, Pelegrimlimp. How's it going? Thank you so much for following. If you're looking to talk on Discord, I have a Discord server. It's not super active, but you can always head on over there. It's got a fair few people in there and conversations from time to time. There's that.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear
Auto
retracted.
launch.
Ship released. Launch underway.
I miss it this time. The bulwark or blast shield or whatever it is. Not gonna get me this time.
Frameshift drive charging.
Launch successful. We hope to see you later.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oniyama. Bowersox Terminal. Plot route.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, there it is. And don't forget, this liner is in the top 1% of all liners out there.
Papa Alpha Uniform. Greetings, Commander. Please take care when entering this Alliance facility.
There it is. Took me a second there. Sometimes you come in at a weird angle and like it always rotates around the mail slot face. The mail slot face itself doesn't move, it just rotates flat. But sometimes you come in at a weird angle and it's kind of hard to read the rotation of the ship to figure that out.
Initiating auto-docking sequence.
Landing gear deployed.
Willing to do
Contact confirmation. You are cleared to
free cam
disembark.
a little more. Well, during that landing process, it's fun to watch from the outside.
Incoming message.
Don't get a chance to very often. Not hauling in this thing very often. Why am I? Bookmarks. Guess I could get there that way, but this is a little faster.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler deactivated. Your way is clear to depart.
Go back. Ah, Type 7. Can barely ever tell the difference between the Type 6, Type 7, and Keelback. The small and medium transports, they all just look the same.
Frameshift charge detected. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
There we go. Hello. There we go. Oh, I can't do it. I was getting ready to. That ding, you should have heard the ding. I don't know. But that ding was a fuel rat's job, and I was going to touch down and do it. But I don't have any limpets, so I can't. Well, I mean, I could, but by the time I switch to open, and switch ships, switch to open, and get myself limpets, 2 other rats will already be there. It's kind of why I was hoping to do stuff only in my riding ship tonight, but the engineers had a different idea.
Welcome, Commander. Communications are open if you require docking access. Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated path, Commander. Request accepted.
Ah, more rep change. Got a decent chunk of the way into Tycoon. Won't quite all the way be there, but I reckon after this and a decent bit of system colonization, it'll get me up. I think Elite is after Tycoon. Let's look at the wiki real quick and see.
Landing gear deployed.
Yep, Tycoon, then Elite. And it's a measure of total profit. That makes sense.
Docking successful. Ship is secure. Your ship has docked, Commander.
Bell Rider, right. Last load of semiconductors.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Move clear of the landing pad.
Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I plotted here. Last one. Plot there. Right, that's.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive charging.
we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and hop on over to Inara. Go. Give me a commodity search. That'll do. I need tritium. Gotta stock up my fleet carrier. Tritium near Guniyama. Going to exclude fleet carriers because they're going to be selling it at exorbitant prices. Sweet.
Warning, great ship line operating beyond safety limits.
Lakon Papa Alpha Uniform, please submit a request to STARCOM before docking. And enjoy your stay, Commander.
Inside 7,500 meters.
Proceed to landing pad 10. Automatic
Pad
docking
10.
system engaged.
Actually, gonna go ahead and plot in our next location. BD 193629A. Bravo Delta dash 193629 dash A or 3629A. Sorry. Autodoc, pull me in here. We'll sell our stuff and then head over that way. I don't know why. I'm probably just going crazy, but that really sounded like OG original trilogy TIE Fighter sound right as I came to the right as I came to the mail slot. Like it sounded like a old TIE Fighter firing. last set of semiconductors. Boom. So that got me up to... Got me maybe a third of the way on from Tycoon to Elite. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship coupling disengaged. Exit is clear.
Is that a peel back? Oh, ASP. Oh. Man, they look so much different from a large ship. That's a beluga? Orca? Dolphin? Come on. Orca. I knew it was one of the three. I don't remember who manufactures those. Let's see. Sod Krugers, that's right. Type 9 here is Zorgan. Zorgan Peterson. I believe. Don't know if there's a way to tell that here. Hold up 1 second. Lakin, not Zorgan Peterson, Lakin. Lakin makes all the type.
Frameshift drive
You are all clear.
Type
Good
7,
luck,
Type
Commander.
8, Type 9, Type 10, and Type 6. Let's see, Lakin makes all of the Alliance ships. The Asps, the Diamondbacks, and all of the transporters. They make the peel back, the Type 6, the Type 7, Type 8, Type 9, and Type 10. There you go. Man, the just like volumes of lore there is on something so simple. That's loud. On something so simple as a ship manufacturer. Like the fact that there even is a ship manufacturer, like different ship manufacturers is kind of wild on its own. Ooh, big French name. Not gonna try and say that because I'm stumbling over my words. Like the fact that there are like different ship manufacturers alone is wild, but then like you actually go to the wiki page for each of the different manufacturers and it's like, holy crap. There's just so much lore involving all of the different minor factions and the major factions and the different power play factions and all of that. It's crazy how deep all of this goes. I am really interested to try though. There's a new game coming out. It's kind of Sea of Thieves style, except that it's not like open. I don't believe it's like open world like Sea of Thieves is, so you're not going to encounter other random players as you're playing. But it's called Jump Ship. And it's kind of like Space Sea of Thieves. So you can go around and do quests and do all kind of different stuff, and you have this ship, 1 to 4 people on board a ship running the ship. Looks like a lot of fun. I think there is some combat aspect to it, but I think it's all PvE. I've been seeing a bunch of ads and a bunch of previews on TikTok. It's out June 7th for pre-order, like beta testing, whatever. Not beta testing.
Lincoln Papa, Alpha
Early
Uniform.
access. There's the term I'm
Flight
looking for.
control. Please note that access to the
English is
station by
hard
authorization
sometimes,
only.
y'all. Especially when you're streaming, you hit that start streaming button and just all of the words just they're gone.
Request approved. Set down a landing pad.
The nice thing about auto dock, I never forget to request docking permission and accidentally get myself a trespass warning. Edmund Mahone and Nakata Kane both have ads right here. That's wild. Oh.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact. Dispatching ground.
Starport Services, Commodities Market, going to buy tritium. Go ahead and stock full hold here.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Auto launch. We're gonna head back down to Merity, which with a full, yeah, it's gonna be 2 jumps. Back through Winyama, funnily enough.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear to leave.
That one is a dolphin. No, beluga. Ah. Huh. Shows what I know. Need like, you can get like, I keep seeing these ads for like aircraft recognition cards for like military aircraft. Somebody needs to go and make ship recognition cards for Elite Dangerous. I'm willing to bet you could probably get aircraft recognition cards for like non-military aircraft, but that's what I keep seeing them advertised for. Like telling the difference between like the different US fighters and the different, like telling the difference between like a whatever F-14 and a Su-27 or whatever. I'm sure that's not two comparable planes, but you catch my drift, I'm sure. Ooh, 5100 light year rescue on the rats. I applaud whichever rat decides to take that on, because that is quite a tall order.
Frameshift drive charging.
Directly to my fleet carrier. Gotta do it manually. Oh, I'm actually not flying directly away from it. I'm surprised. Well,
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond
let's overshoot, shall we?
warning. Temperature critical.
Oh. Nope, we overshot. I actually thought for just a second that we managed to make it almost perfect. But no. It's too much to hope for, I suppose. ahead and hop up here to the command bridge. Seems like the best place to log out, right? We're gonna do it anywhere. There's elevator music. That's golden. I've never noticed that before. Alright, well, thank you all so much for hanging out. I'm going to be out the rest of this week, Sunday to Friday. We may be back next Saturday night. We'll see. Kind of depends on what my work schedule looks like, but remember, you are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. Go out, have a good day tomorrow, have a good week, and I will see you all in a week or week and a half or so. Have a good one. I'm switching back for a moment. I did have a channel for us to raid, and then they went offline between like when I chose them 2 minutes ago and now. I'm gonna send you over to uh, more or less family member, brother's brother-in-law. Close enough. So, y'all send Cool Nerd my love and have a good night.